evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for inviting me here to speak this evening. I'm conscious that I'm in a bit of a no-win situation. I'm coming after a talk that you obviously wanted to continue, and you've got your AGM coming up, which I'm sure you're all gasping for. So I shall try to be quick, but I do want to tell you about ARMA-Q because we're very excited about it, and I want you to know about it so that you can judge us on how we do, but I do want you to know about what we're doing. Can I just ask very quickly how many people in the audience actually are familiar with ARMA, the Association of Residential Managing Agents? Okay, that's good. Well, I'll say about 60-70%, so that's helpful. I'm hoping that in the next 10 minutes I will be able to give you more information about what we do. And also, move the slide. Yes. On the 15th of May this year, we launched our new regime for self-regulation for our members, managing agents. One or two of you were there at the event. We were very pleased to welcome you there. It was a very big moment for us, marking the culmination of a great deal of hard work, but it was also the start of a great deal more hard work for us and our members to make the new regulatory system work in practice. So what is ARMA-Q? Our new regime is called ARMA-Q, and it aims to raise professional standards and protect consumers in all areas of residential household management. ARMA-Q has three elements: a consumer charter, a detailed set of standards underpinning that charter specific to managing agents, and which our members will have to follow. And the third element is an independent regulatory panel, which will provide independent scrutiny to make sure that the standards are being met, and will take action if they're not being met. So what difference will this make for ARMA-Q members? Well, when our members sign up to ARMA-Q, they're going to be making a commitment to offer the best customer service and the highest professional standards. So if you choose to appoint an ARMA member, you will have that guarantee. And because the standards promote openness and accountability, you will be able to see more clearly what this means in practice. And the whole regime, as I said, will be overseen by our independent regulator. This is all set out in this leaflet, which is called the Consumer Guide to ARMA-Q, copies of which are available this evening on the FPRA stand. Please take one home and look at it and keep it for reference, because it explains the regime from the point of view of leaseholders. And if you want more information, that's available on our website. This is the Consumer Charter. I'm sorry, not sure whether you'll be able to read it, but as I say, it's in the leaflet that's available this evening. This sets out the basic principles that our members must adopt in all their business activities. And I can tell you that we thought long and hard about this document to make sure that it spelled out exactly what was needed and was specific to managing agent situations. In the process, we also took account of comments that we'd received through consultation, both from our own members and from interested organisations such as yourselves. As I said, the Consumer Charter is underpinned by a detailed set of standards, and they're contained in this booklet, which is also available to download from our website. I'm not going to put up all the standards because there are very many and they're lengthy and detailed. As I say, they are set out in this document. Here are the key areas covered by the standards that I think would be of most interest to yourselves. What steps a managing agent should take when first appointed, how managing agents should interact with residents management companies and with residents associations, how managing agents should look after and account for money held on behalf of customers, how they should appoint contractors to carry out work on properties that they are managing, how managing agents should handle complaints and management handovers. As I say, all these are set out in more detail in the standards document. And that's a useful document not only for you to look at if you want to understand what you can expect, and what you cannot expect from your managing agent. Now, I can imagine you're sitting there thinking, this is all very well, but how can we be sure that our managing agent is meeting these standards? And what can we do if they're not met? Well, first of all our members will have to go through an accreditation procedure to be accredited under ARMA-Q. And we will check that they have the proper documentation and procedures in place to operate professionally. Under the regime to be accredited, our members will have to sign a statement of compliance to certify that they meet all the standards. And if they give us misinformation or lie to us on that, they will be at immediate risk of losing their membership. They will also subsequently be subject to a professional audit once every 3 years, and we have commissioned the RICS to provide that auditing capability. But we have gone further than this. We've set up a regulatory panel to provide external scrutiny of all our members. There they are. The panel is headed by Keith Hill, former MP and Housing Minister. The panel members are experienced in different relevant professions such as law, accountancy, regulation and the civil service, and one of our panel members is a director of a residence management company. The panel's role is to oversee the accreditation process to make sure that it is being properly and fairly applied, and to investigate complaints about our members if those complaints are not capable of being resolved under existing mechanisms, such as the Ombudsman or the First Tier Tribunal Property Chamber. The regulatory panel has the power to take disciplinary action against members up to and including permanent expulsion from ARMA membership. This will be the first time that our members have been subject to independent and external scrutiny, and where a sanction is imposed, it will be published on our website. So when does all this start to happen? Well, we're already open for accreditation, and some 50 member firms have already come in, signed up for their applications to be considered in the new year, and that's in the space of a few days, so we think that's quite an encouraging situation. But we are allowing plenty of time for this process to happen, because some members will have to adjust their business processes and practices in order to comply. But we are aiming to have everyone accredited by the time that the new regime goes live in January 2015. So, to round up, what can you expect from the new regime? Well, the most important thing is that you will be able to rely on ARMA as a badge of quality service. ARMA-Q will also provide a stronger identity for managing agents and make it easier for them to explain clearly to you and to other clients and customers just what their professional standards mean. You will be able to measure their performance against those standards. If managing agents want to stay accredited, they will need to commit to high levels of customer service and explain to you what that means. And finally, you will have the security of knowing that there is independent scrutiny with the power to take action when one of our members is not performing well. We want to reach the position where no landlord or leaseholder would consider employing a managing agent that is not an ARMA member. Thank you for your time and for listening to me. If you have any questions, please contact me at the address shown on the screen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much, Michelle. I'm sure we're all looking forward to seeing ARMA-Q.